Close your eyes. Let your mind drift back through the corridors of time. Imagine the air, thick with the scent of aged papyrus, a fragrance that speaks of countless stories and forgotten wisdom. It's a smell that permeates every corner of this magnificent place. Sunlight streams through high colonnades, casting long shadows and illuminating the intricate details of the architecture. Illuminating dust motes dancing in the great library of Alexandria, each speck a tiny reflection of the knowledge contained within. The silence is alive, a palpable presence that hums with the energy of countless hours of study and contemplation, filled with the rustle of scrolls being unfurled, the scratching of quills on parchment, and the murmur of scholars debating in many tongues, their voices echoing through the vast halls. This is more than a building. It's not just bricks and mortar. It's humanity's hunger for knowledge made real, a testament to our insatiable curiosity and our relentless pursuit of understanding. Shelves of cedarwood stretch high, reaching towards the vaulted ceilings, their scent adding another layer to the library's unique atmosphere, filled not with books as we know them today, but with thousands of delicate scrolls, each one carefully crafted and meticulously preserved. Histories chronicling the rise and fall of empires, the lives of great leaders, and the everyday experiences of ordinary people. Poems filled with love, loss, and the eternal search for beauty and meaning. Star charts mapping the constellations and charting the movements of the planets, unlocking the secrets of the cosmos. Medical texts detailing ancient remedies and surgical techniques, offering insights into the human body and the art of healing. Every scroll is a voice from the past, a direct connection to the minds and experiences of those who came before us. A mind reaching out across centuries, sharing its thoughts, its discoveries, and its hopes for the future. To walk these halls was to walk through civilization's memory, to be surrounded by the accumulated wisdom of generations. Every ship docking in Alexandria was searched, a testament to the library's insatiable appetite for knowledge, not for contraband or gold, but for books, for the written word that held the key to understanding the world. Texts were seized, carefully copied by skilled scribes, ensuring their preservation for future generations, and the originals kept for the library, adding to its ever-growing collection of human knowledge. The library was a knowledge vortex, a powerful force that drew in scholars and texts from every corner of the known world, pulling in the world's intellectual wealth, fostering collaboration and innovation on an unprecedented scale. Today, in a world of instant information, where knowledge is readily available at our fingertips, we're haunted by what was lost, by the irreplaceable treasures that vanished with the Library of Alexandria. The library's disappearance was a slow erosion, a gradual decline that unfolded over centuries. Not a single event, but a series of unfortunate circumstances that led to the loss of one of humanity's greatest achievements. Its lost secrets still whisper, carried on the wind and echoing through the ruins, challenging us to keep searching, to continue exploring the mysteries of the past, and to never forget the importance of preserving knowledge for future generations. The Library of Alexandria. Its name conjures images of boundless knowledge, lost wisdom, and the ambition of a civilization reaching for the stars. But before it became a legend, the library began as a vision, a spark of an idea in the minds of conquerors and philosophers. It was Alexander the Great's dream, a grand vision for a city that was more than just a military outpost. He envisioned a hub of commerce, culture, and above all, learning, a place where ideas could flourish and knowledge could be gathered from every corner of the known world. Tutored by Aristotle, the renowned philosopher and polymath, Alexander possessed a deep appreciation for knowledge and its power to shape the world. Alexander wanted Alexandria to be a crucible of culture, a melting pot of ideas and traditions. He sought to create a city where different cultures could interact and enrich one another, a place where East and West met and mingled, exchanging not only goods but also philosophies, scientific discoveries, and artistic expressions. He strategically chose its site as a gateway, a vital link between the Mediterranean and the Nile, connecting the classical world with the ancient civilizations of Egypt and beyond. Alexandria was destined to be the world's greatest emporium, a center of trade and commerce that would attract merchants and travelers from across the globe. But his vision went even further. It extended beyond commerce and conquest. He dreamed of something more profound, something that would leave a lasting legacy for generations to come. He envisioned a Mausoleum, a shrine to the Muses, the goddesses of arts and sciences in Greek mythology. This museum would feature lecture halls for scholarly discussions, serene gardens for contemplation, and most importantly, a library that would dwarf all others in its collection and scope, a repository of all human knowledge. Sadly, Alexander died young, his grand plans only partially realized, but his general Ptolemy I Soter, one of his most trusted lieutenants, stepped forward and took up the mantle of leadership. Ptolemy understood that true power extended beyond military might and political control. It also included intellectual prestige and cultural influence. To truly make Alexandria the undisputed center of the Hellenistic world, a beacon of civilization, he recognized the critical need for it to become the unrivaled center of knowledge, attracting the greatest minds of the age. And so, the Museum and its magnificent library became the crown jewel of his dynasty, a testament to the power of learning and a symbol of Alexandria's ambition. Scholars, poets, and scientists, the leading intellectuals of their time, were drawn from every corner of the known world, eager to contribute to this grand intellectual project. They were lured by generous stipends, ensuring their comfort and allowing them to focus on their research, and by the unparalleled access to a vast collection of texts gathered from every civilization. The library was not just a passive repository of ancient wisdom, it was far more than that. It was the world's first state-funded research institute, a place where knowledge was not only preserved but actively created, debated and disseminated, shaping the course of history for centuries to come. Building the Library of Alexandria was far more than just constructing a building. It was a grand endeavor of statecraft and scholarship, a testament to the power of knowledge. Ptolemy I and his son, eager to establish Alexandria as a beacon of learning, dispatched agents across the known world. Their mission was clear: to acquire every book, every scroll, every piece of written knowledge they could find. No source was too remote, no cost too high to acquire every book they could find. The pursuit of knowledge was relentless. They actively sought out and bought private collections, often paying handsomely for rare and valuable texts. They skillfully bargained for sacred texts from temples and religious institutions, understanding the importance of preserving diverse perspectives. And, in a truly comprehensive effort, they searched every ship that sailed into Alexandria's bustling harbor, ensuring no piece of writing escaped their grasp. Within the library's scriptorium, a dedicated team of scribes meticulously copied and translated texts into Greek, the lingua franca of the Hellenistic world. This process was crucial in creating a standardized body of knowledge, making these works accessible to a wider audience and preserving them for posterity. The sheer scale of the collection was staggering. Tens of thousands, perhaps even hundreds of thousands of scrolls, representing the accumulated wisdom of the ancient world. The main library, the heart of this intellectual enterprise, was strategically located within the royal palace, and as the collection grew beyond its capacity, the overflow of scrolls and texts went to the Serapeum, a nearby temple dedicated to Serapis. Organization was meticulous and paramount to the library's success, with a groundbreaking cataloging system developed by Callimachus, a renowned poet and scholar. This system was a true forerunner of modern libraries, allowing scholars to easily navigate and access the vast collection. Recognizing the importance of fostering intellectual discourse, the Ptolemies generously funded a community of resident scholars, effectively creating the world's first professional academics dedicated to the pursuit of knowledge. Their only job was to study, to write, to engage in lively debate, and to teach the next generation of thinkers. Together, the library and the Museum, a research institution, became a vibrant intellectual ecosystem, fostering innovation and discovery. Disciplines like astronomy, Mathematics, medicine, and literature, along with profound philosophical inquiries, flourished side by side, creating a unique environment for intellectual growth. In essence, it was the world's first true university, a place where knowledge was not just preserved, but actively created and disseminated. As a result, Alexandria rapidly ascended to become the undisputed intellectual heart of the ancient world, attracting scholars and thinkers from across the globe. The library drew brilliant minds whose work shaped history. Euclid wrote his Elements here, defining mathematics for millennia. Eratosthenes, chief librarian, calculated Earth's circumference with remarkable accuracy and mapped the world scientifically. Physicians Herophilus and Erasistratus pioneered anatomy, distinguishing nerves and understanding the brain's role. Archimedes visited, developing inventions like the Archimedes screw. Hero of Alexandria created early steam engines and automata. The library was a crucible for science, engineering, and invention. The library's loss is about vanished knowledge, not just burned scrolls. Aristarchus proposed a heliocentric solar system centuries before Copernicus. His treatise lost, known only by reference. Technological treatises like Hero's steam engine may have described inventions far ahead of their time. Was there unbreakable glass, ever-burning lamps, or advanced computers? We may never know. Most of Greek drama is lost. Of hundreds of plays, only a handful survive. Histories by Berossus and others are gone, leaving our view of antiquity fragmented. The library also held esoteric texts, alchemy, astrology, mystical rites, now vanished. These were part of a unified quest for understanding, blending science and spirituality. The loss leaves us with only a partial view of ancient thought. The famous story of the library's fiery end with Julius Caesar is mostly myth. Caesar's fire in 48 BC burned some scrolls, but not the entire collection. Most likely only a warehouse near the docks was lost. The main library survived, though diminished. Later, in 391 AD, the Christian patriarch Theophilus incited the destruction of the Serapeum, the daughter library. This was a devastating blow, but not the end of the great library. Another tale blames the Arab conquest in 642 AD, but this story is a much later invention, widely discredited. The truth, there was no single cataclysm. The library's end was not a dramatic blaze, but a series of losses. Fires, riots, and religious conflict chipped away at its collections. Its destruction was gradual, not sudden. The library's demise was a slow decline, not a single disaster. Later, Ptolemy's lost interest, funding and support dried up. New acquisitions stopped, and scrolls decayed without care. Economic decline and shifting imperial focus left Alexandria a shadow of its former self. Military conflicts, like Aurelian's destruction of the Brucheian quarter, likely damaged the library further. The rise of Christianity shifted intellectual priorities from science to theology. The destruction of the Serapeum symbolized the rejection of the old world of learning. Papyrus scrolls are fragile. Without constant copying, they simply decayed. The library died from neglect, budget cuts, war, and changing culture. Its knowledge faded quietly, not in flames, but in forgotten darkness. The loss was entropy, slow, inexorable, and tragic. What was once the world's greatest repository of knowledge simply vanished. Its legacy is the silence of what we can never recover. The library's ghost still haunts us, promising lost wisdom. Archaeologists search Alexandria for traces. Discoveries like the Museon's lecture halls fuel hope. Scholars hunt for fragments in ancient texts, piecing together lost works. Finds like the Dead Sea Scrolls prove ancient texts can survive, sparking dreams of a hidden cache from the library. We long for lost histories, plays, and scientific treatises that could rewrite our understanding. Some knowledge may have survived, absorbed into the Arab world or Byzantine Empire. Did secret societies preserve forbidden texts? It's a romantic idea, but it speaks to our hope. The search for the library is a quest for the missing pieces of our own story. The library's story is about us, our genius, our dreams, and our fragility. It warns how easily knowledge can be lost, even in an age of digital abundance. We must be vigilant custodians of our own intellectual heritage. Imagine Tomorrow, a sealed chamber is found, filled with 10,000 scrolls from the library. What would you hope to find? A lost play, a star chart, or something stranger? The search for the library is a journey of imagination, inspiring us to stay curious and keep asking big questions. Its final chapter is unwritten, its whispers urging us to seek the wonders still waiting to be found.